Bada bada, bada bada, bada bada bada, da da da. Woo! Good evening, ladies and germs, for my top 10 favorite games of all time on Macintosh. An event so important that I even wrote a script for the opening, to which I am currently reading out loud directly off my computer screen. Classy. Why 15? Well, everyone has a top 20 or a top 10, and in the tradition of taking the middle ground, I am taking the middle ground. It was very hard choosing these games, and to be honest, there are better games that deserve to be on this list, but as of now, I'm only counting games that I myself have beaten. So not included on this list are Obsidian, The Last Express, and Titanic Adventure Out of Time. You can find out a lot of information on those except Obsidian. It's impossible to find anything about that game except the commercial, which is very good. Oh, it's such a good game. Come in my pants. Anyway, and I believe those are truly excellent games. But let's carry on, shall we? The items on the top of my list, or that is to say near 15, are picked for their addictive qualities and replayability. So at making number 15 is none other than Unreal Tournament, the original Unreal Tournament. Yes, oh my god, when I got this game, my parents did not want to get this game. It was like, they looked at it, they looked at me playing the demo, and were like, oh god. And I had to buy it myself, and that I did. And I'm still playing that game. Love that game. And what I love about it is that they really don't try to give you a story, you know, they're like, go at it, you know, and that was refreshing. It's refreshing to see a game go, here, this is what we can give you, here, there are no excuses, just do it, you know, and it's just, love that game. The soundtrack, also very good, and the narrator, you know, headshot, double kill, holy shit, that's still famous, that is still famous, you see that, that was like that would be the staple of all future online, you know, Carnage games. It was amazing. Love that fucking game. Those other Unreal Tournaments, I don't like them. I mean, the latest ones, like, ugh, you know, Gears of War, practically. And the Crawl, look what they did to the Crawl. Oh my god, since when the fuck do Crawl have horns? Yeah, right. At number 14. Oh yes. Oh yes. You know it's Diablo. I'm gonna say Diablo and Diablo 2 on this one because really, as much as I'd love to go into the differences between the two, you can't play one without the other in the end, you know? So I'm gonna put them together, even though I believe that Diablo is actually better than Diablo 2 in terms of visuals, atmosphere, you know, story. Diablo 2, better gameplay, but ultimately, two very, very addictive games. Over the summer, I actually played Diablo 2 so much that my finger would twitch from just killing, just the constant, it was crazy, and I had to stop, because not only that, but I was, you know, hurting my palm, and it was bad. It was bad, but god damn, so many stories from Battle.net. Wow. Wow. Back when I was in 7th grade, Jesus Christ, man. Did you know that I had, like, my first ever crazy, insane girl experience from Battle.net? Anyway, that's a long story. But there you have it. Diablo! There's an ongoing debate on whether or not Deckard Cain is actually white or black, and he's black. Duh. Hello, come on. I know he sounds like Sean Connery, I know, but seriously, the man is black. I don't care about Diablo 3. Diablo 3 can go fuck itself, because that ain't my Diablo. Do any of you guys play Shadow Warrior? You know, that was like a port from Duke Nukem? That game was so weird, but it was so cool, but it was so weird. Like, the enemies were pretty stupid, but I mean, that's not on my list. I'm just saying. It was a weird game. It was weird. That game was really weird, but it was cool. Like, I've never seen, like, first person. Anyway. At number 13, Fantasofts. Fantasoft Software's Realms. I wish I could provide the music, but, you know, it's really old and I can't find anything. But, Fantasoft was the harbinger of almost all the fantasy exploits that my friends and I had in the 4th and 5th grade. Like, we based everything off of that game. And, such a good game. I still play it. I play all these games. I still play all these games, so what can I say? Yeah. And it was Realms that got me in so much trouble later on, as it developed my impression that drow elves had blue skin. And if you say that to a hardcore fantasy person, they go nuts. Of course, hardcore fantasy people go nuts over just about anything. They go nuts a lot. It's because they're nuts. Anyway, but there you go. Fantasoft Software's Realms. They later made a game called Monkey Shines, and it was insanely difficult. Like, it tricked you into... It looked like a regular, good old, easy side-scroller. Not the case. Not the case. Buggy, too. We've left replayability to now we're going into the more original, awesome games. Here we go. So at number 13... Oh. Number 13, that honor belongs to Killing Time. I've actually done another post talking about this game already. But, so if you want to learn about that, you can go check it out. So we're just going to skim past Killing Time, but oh my god. Such a cool game. Such a cool game. Gangster zombies from the 1920s? Come on! You don't find that anywhere else. Takes a fucking long time to beat, though. Like, it takes a long time. And the boss is a pain in the ass. The ending of that game almost makes it not worth playing, but it's... damn. Number 11 is actually not a particularly good game. Actually. Really. In fact, really it belongs more down further in terms of the addictive replayability kind of scheme. But I play it so much that really it's not just addictive, it's sick. The plot is terrible, unskippable cutscenes, and the graphics really aren't that pretty. And for the time, there's not a whole lot of excuse. I mean, graphics aren't that important to me, but, you know. In fact, the graphics are fine. I'm not complaining about the graphics, but at number 11... a lot of people don't recognize that music, probably, but we're talking about Oni here. Oni from Bungie Software. And I have to say, that game has one of the best fighting engines ever. And it's like, why hasn't there been a sequel? Why hasn't there been other games based on that engine? Do you realize how awesome it would be to make your own game with the Oni combat system? That would be fucking cool. But that's just the way it turned out, you know? This game nearly got shit-canned and didn't do so good, but the fighting in that game, and when you beat it you can play as multiple characters, love that. Really a gem, despite all the shit you have to walk through, but very good game. Very good game. Have to say. I don't like saying it, but I have to say it. Really shitty anime. Did you know that most anime is shitty? Yeah. I said that just to fuck with you. And at number 10, and I've devoted another video to this previously, also, at number 10 from Mech Software, that's M-E-C-C. Oh, those beautiful people who brought us Odell Down Under, Oregon Trail, the Yukon Trail. Seriously, I've never... Amazon Trail 2! Wait, no. Wait. Yes, Amazon Trail. Amazon Trail 2 was questionable. Amazon Trail. Do 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 do. Seriously though, Amazon Trail 2. I've never learned so much about anything from a game before. Love that game. Like, by the time you're done beating that game, you know more birds that live in the Amazon than you would have otherwise. And it's amazing. Love that game. I have nothing bad to say about that game. Absolutely nothing. Except I wish it would run on my computer so I could play it all the time, but I can't.